Hello everyone, my name is Samantha, and today I like to discuss my opinion on a certain hero. And that hero is Sanguine Dusk. Dusk is an outlander that you earn after defeating Vlad in the Fortnite questline, more specifically in Part 2. So she is essentially free, in the sense that she isn't in the event store and you don't have to grind seasonal gold to get her. Now let's take a closer look at Dusk right quick. She seems to focus more on phase shift more than anything. You'll see this in a little bit. She has some perks we have seen on other Outlanders, such as Focused Acquisition, Loot Llama, Shock Tower, and Phase Shift, so nothing exactly new on that front. However, we have Phase Siphon, which is whenever you phase shift through enemies, it deals 11 base damage and heals 6 base health. We also have Capacitor, which merely just increases Shock Tower by a second. Then we have Anti-Material Charge in an Outlander, which means eliminating 3 enemies within seconds after using Phase Shift will refund the Phase Shift charge. And also Phase Shield, in which Phase Shift forces the shield to regenerate for 2 seconds. We also have Long Arm of the Law, which increases the distance of the AMC by 1.5 tiles, which can be useful, and I will elaborate on this later. And we also have In the Zone and Super Siphon, which increases the healing of Phase Siphon to 32 base health. And finally, we have Phased and Confused, which grants an additional 2 charges to Phase Shift. Also with Dusk, her support bonus is Energized, which increases energy damage by 20%, or at least that's what it is for me at the moment, as I have upgraded her to 3 stars. This support bonus can be useful if you use a lot of energy weapons, and in other similar situations as well. I believe that this support bonus is similar to the support bonus that Reclaimers have. Like I said, Dusk is more centered around Phase Shift more than anything. Her Shock Tower ability is a bit lackluster, especially when there are no other perks supporting it in terms of damage. Her AMC can make her quite useful as a farming hero. I know that when it comes to farming and the anti-material charge ability, Striker AC is one of the best. However, new players might not have him yet, or may not have the materials to get him from the collection book, such as Legendary Flux and training manuals. And Dusk is essentially free as long as you grind and complete the Fortnite quests. It takes a bit for her AMC to recharge, but the distance of it is pretty good, and I would say, as a technically free hero, she would be a good substitute farming hero. Also, this is kind of insignificant, but you can use AMC to punch the smaller husks when they are attacking you in hordes. I find it annoying whenever I'm playing an Outlander and I'm used to playing like a soldier or something, and I go to use Shockwave, but I don't have that, so I use AMC instead. Personally, I won't be using Dusk in higher power level missions, as I want to help my team out, and I don't think Dusk is very good at doing that, as again, she specs in Phase Shift. I usually have been using her in missions that are under my power level, or whenever I need to kind of farm a little during missions. With that being said, I do enjoy playing as her, as I find her fun to play. I really like how she looks cosmetically. I like to mention real quick that I usually don't like the thought of a lot of Battle Royale skins being put into Save the World. But if I had to choose one skin to come to Save the World from this season, I would have chosen Dusk. So I am happy that she was put into Save the World. I also like the little animation, the tiny burst of bats that appear at the end of a phase shift. I found it to be a nice touch to go along with the character. So overall, I think this hero is pretty fun to play as, but I don't think she'll be helpful or as effective in higher levels of the game. Of course, I'm referring to Twine, as her Shock Tower ability is a bit lackluster, and her focus on Phase Shift and the perks that go along with it mainly only benefit her and not the team. If you are asking if you should get this hero, I definitely think so. After all, she is a reward for killing Vlad, so you don't have to go grind gold and spend gold in order to get her. Her support bonus can be quite useful, and while she isn't the best hero, I think she's worth getting. Like I mentioned, if you're trying to complete the Fortnite questline, you'll be getting her anyways. Well, that's pretty much it for this video. If you have any questions about Dusk or anything Save the World related, ask them down below and I will help you the best I can. I am nowhere near an expert on this game, but I try my best to just help out. I will also leave a few links in the description, a link to Storm Shield 1, and also a link to the official Fortnite subreddit. These are just a few of the many resources out there if you need any help on anything, whether that be schematic related, or hero related, or if you just want to check your cooldowns and such. Anyways, let me know what you think about Dusk down below. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you all have a wonderful day.